Hi everyone, welcome back to another cake video. I looked up this cake and it is called a cartoon comic cake. So let's get right into building this cake. For this cake, I am using my vanilla cake recipe. I am using 6-inch rounds today. I brushed on a little bit of simple syrup on all my layers before I started building my cake. For this filling, I am using a whipped cream cheese. I have a recipe already on my channel, so make sure you click on over and watch that video as well. I will have that link available at the end of this video. I put a generous amount of my filling, and that's because I will be using a strawberry puree along with some chopped strawberries for the filling as well. So my frosting will help hold everything in and not having it spill out. In goes the last of my strawberries, and then here comes the second layer of my cake. I'm making sure my cake is nice and even on all sides. And the repeat layers of my cream cheese filling, puree, and the chopped strawberries. This was a birthday cake request from my oldest daughter. Her birthday is also in May, and this is what she had requested. She had requested a strawberry filled vanilla cake with only cream cheese whipped cream. And yes, that also includes frosting the whole entire cake with my cream cheese frosting. It was definitely a bit of a challenge because I've never frosted my entire cake with my whipped cream cheese before. At least I don't think on my YouTube channel. And even though my frosting is still nice and thick, it's still not as sturdy as a regular American buttercream. I would definitely do a repeat of this cake, but have it covered in buttercream instead. When she sent me pictures of the cake that she had wanted, I was very excited because a comic cake was one that I've wanted to do for a few years now. I always thought the cake looked so fun. So if you see another one in the near future or just in the next few months, don't be surprised. Well, like I said before, this cake was definitely a challenge to make because I was working with a softer frosting this time. Between each frosting, I had to place my cake into the freezer and my frosting into the fridge because there is heavy whipping cream in this recipe. And the last thing I want is for my frosting to melt. After the crumb coat, yes, I did put that into the freezer and let that chill for about 10 minutes, 10 to 15 minutes. And then while I was waiting for my cake to chill, I also put my cream cheese frosting into the fridge as well, just to keep it nice and cold. I'm scraping off some excess frosting on the side and cleaning off the top. And once I'm done cleaning off the top, I am going to do another scrape with my cake scraper. And usually the final scrape of my cake scraper is just to clean off the top and make sure I don't have any excess frosting bulging from the top. And then again, using my offset spatula and just doing a final clean and leveling of my top layer. This will go into the freezer and back out, of course, because of editing purposes. So if you guys have noticed, I am starting from the bottom, not the top, you guys. And the reason for that is my original thought was to just cover the bottom of my cake with this white. And I was going to color the second half with the other color that we had tinted. But as I started to try and smooth out my cake, I decided that it was probably easier to just cover the whole sides of my cake and not just half. So if you see me moving to the top, that's why I decided to change my mind and just cover the whole sides of my cake. The birthday girl was sitting in front of me, so she had front row seats. I had her choose and color the top frosting of what she wanted onto the cake. And of course, the bottom board as well. Again, I'm using my offset spatula just to clean off the top of the cake, making sure it's nice and level. And then again, I always come back a second time with my cake scraper just so that I don't get that bulge on top of my cake. And I wanted to let you know that yes, I did throw my cake back into the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes before I brought it back out and do this final frosting with the pink. I decided to just do a thin layer on top and just spreading my frosting around to get it nice and smooth and level. And then once I was done with that, I decided that the sides of my cake needed some extra frosting, so I did pipe a little bit more on, as you can see. And I decided to just use my offset spatula to smooth it out. And as I was smoothing out this top part right here, my daughter was in front of me telling me that it needed to be a little bit lower. So if you can tell, I started to smooth it out and then push it down lower. As I mentioned earlier, she had sent me some inspiration pictures, so we were both going off by that. Here's the inspiration picture that she had shared, so you let me know how I'm doing so far. If you decide to do a comic cake, definitely let me know. If you've done one in the past, share it with me. I love to see everyone's creations. Cleaning off the top, you guys, and yes, this did go back into the freezer for about 10 to 15 minutes. Once I was done waiting for that, I brought it back out and I piped on these dollops on the top of my cake using the Wilton 1M tip. The pictures had bigger dollops and none of them was touching each other, so that's what I was trying to go for. And when I was done with the dollops, yes, I did put this back into the freezer for about 5 minutes. Enough time for my daughter to tint the color for the bottom board. And she decided to tint this a light blue color. When I had first looked at the picture she showed me, I thought it was a melted cake and that the cake had melted to the bottom. But she actually said that the bottom actually represents a plate, which I guess it would make sense since it's also a different color from the top. So I'm smoothing out the plate and getting it as close as I can to the cake itself. But I'm not too worried if I don't get close enough or if I get too close to the cake because I will be outlining it anyways with some black frosting. But again, when I was done with this, yes, everything went back into the freezer. It sat in there for about 5 to 10 minutes. I brought it back out because I didn't want my frosting to harden while I was putting on my strawberries. And yes, you guys, I did notice that while I was putting on my strawberries that it did look a little bit too big on my cake. And that, yes, it was leaning over. And I didn't show you this part, but after this, I did decide to stick a toothpick in my strawberries and stick it back into my cake for more stability. And again, yes, I did go back into the freezer after I put on my strawberries. I made sure everything was stabilized before I brought it back out to pipe on the black outlining for the cartoon effect. Now, a little secret for the outline, I did use buttercream instead. And I just think the consistency was perfect for what I was doing. I'm outlining my strawberries right now. This will also be the front of my cake. I'm outlining the strawberries to where you can still see it in front view. But when I was done piping the top, I started going down. And right now I am doing the bottom half of my cake. My daughter also mentioned that it's not just a one single line, but that it also has breaks in between the line as well. So that's what I was trying to do while piping on all the outline for this cake. Moving down to the bottom of the cake and then to the edge of my plate. Overall, you guys, this cake probably took me about 3 to 4 hours, only because I had to wait for the frosting to harden up before moving to the next process and making the cake. After I was done piping everything, I did go back in with some white and just piped on a little shimmer on my strawberries. And I also want to mention that I did glaze my strawberries with a little bit of simple syrup just to keep a shine. But here is what my cake looks like, everyone. This is a cartoon comic cake. Such a fun challenge to make. Let me know what you guys think. If you've stuck around, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Follow my Instagram where I will be posting lots and lots of pictures of this cake. Thank you so much, everyone, and I will see you all in my next video. Bye.